About 20 years ago, when I used to play Lord of Destruction, Pindleskin was arguably the best boss to farm for Magic Find. Very fast runs and very good drops. But in Resurrected, when I tried running Pindleskin again, I realized his loot seemed extremely nerfed. I farmed him about 100 times and got pretty much nothing. So I wanted to test my theory. Is Pindleskin really nerfed, or is it still worth it to farm him? So I did 1,000 Pindleskin runs. All of my runs were done on players 3. And I started at 502 MF. Since I have Alibaba and Scolders, my MF got slightly higher during the runs because I gained some levels. So all the runs are between 502 and 510 MF. The loots dropped very slowly at first, but it got a lot better after a few hundred runs. And there is a very bittersweet drop somewhere in there. Enough talking, let's jump into the loot highlights now. On run 135, I got my first useful drop. Tall Rasha Mask. Nothing too rare, but if that's the best drop I got in my first 135 runs, I think the question if Pindleskin is nerfed or not already has an answer. Then on run 178, I found a very nice jewel. Poison Facet with 5-4. Not perfect, but still pretty good. Pindle has a surprisingly low chance of only 1 in 92,564 runs to drop a Poison Facet. On run 186, I found a unique weapon that is extremely useful in specific situations, Wizard Spike. If you struggle in hell with elemental damage, pair this with an all-resist shield and you will be invincible. Then about 100 runs later, on run 293, I found a very niche but pretty good weapon, Gimmer Shred. It doesn't have perfect enhanced damage with only 175 out of 210, but it's still pretty cool. It has a base drop chance of 1 in 16,827 runs. On run 341, I found very good Barbarian Gloves, Immortal King's Forge War Gauntlets. They are not that uncommon, but they have a base drop rate of only 1 in 15,757 runs on Pindle. Then 8 runs later, on run 349, it was the Necromancer's turn for the gloves, with Tranquil's Claws. These also are not very uncommon, but their drop chance on Pindle is about 1 in 16,686 runs. On run 384, I found something that I really needed for my mercenary, a treachery base, 3 sockets Dusk Shroud. It's not Eth, but it doesn't matter, I will live with it. A lot of comments in my 2 other Mephisto videos suggested that I should use treachery for my mercenary, and I finally found a base for it. I was using Leviathan for the high defense and physical damage reduction. I knew treachery would be better, but I honestly did not think the upgrade would feel that big. But yeah, my mercenary is like 10 times stronger now. Then 9 runs later, on run 393, I found a very good unique helm, Kyra's Guardian. It only rolled 61 all resist out of 70, but it's still a very nice item, with a base drop rate of 1 in 29,523 runs. On run 409, I found something very valuable, Geed. I already have a 35% Geed and this one only rolled 26, but it's still always cool to see Geeds drop. It has 1 drop chance out of 90,994 runs. Then on run 491, I found some rare mirror boots. These seem pretty good with 30% faster run walk, 31 cold resist, and 38 lightning resist. But the strength requirement of 163 seems pretty high. I know these stats are very valuable, but I still don't know much about the game's economy. If you know the value of these boots, don't hesitate to let me know in the comments, I'm really curious to know. After finishing about half of the 1,000 runs, on run 538, I was starting to feel that even though some drops are good, they are way too spaced out. So the game tried to encourage me a little bit with an item that I really needed. A Lucky Grand Charm giving me 1% magic find. Well, thank you very much, Pindleskin. We are now half into the video, and I just want to thank you very much for watching until now. I have a lot of fun playing Diablo 2 and making videos, and I have a lot of cool stuff coming. I'm currently making a video of 1000 Terror Zones Mephisto runs, and I will also make a video comparing different amount of magic finds on Mephisto. So 0, 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 600. Along with a video comparing different player counts, so 1, 3, 5, and 7, again on Mephisto. If you want to see more of my Diablo 2 content, don't hesitate to subscribe. I would be infinitely grateful. I only have 550 subscribers at the time of posting this video. Thank you so much, and let's go back into the loot. On run 578, I found some very nice boots to have in hardcore. Water Walk with 197 enhanced defense and 56 to life. Not perfect, but still okay. Pindleskin has one chance in 32,975 to drop it. Then I found 2 Amazon items in a row. On run 603, I found Gold Strike Arc, which is a very cool Bowazon weapon. And then next run, 604, I found another weapon, Sky Strike, which is a very good weapon for early game. Then 100 runs later, on run 704, I found a very niche pair of gloves, Frostburn. This is the item in the game that gives the highest potential mana boost with 40% increase. Frostburn drop rate is 1 in 8,515 on Hell Pindleskin. 8 runs later, on run 712, I found a very common but useful sorceress item, Tall Russia Belt. After seeing about 50 of these belts, my highest roll was 14 MF. Will this one be 15? No, only 11. Well, maybe next time. Then on run 747, I found something very cool for Amazons, Mavina's Embrace. It has a base drop rate of 1 in about 16,536 runs. On run 789, I found something that I found before, the Triangle's Loves. Then, 20 runs later, on run 809, I found something that could be very good for Javazons, Stone Raven. The enhanced damage could be better, but it rolled with 3 skills and perfect resist of 50. It has a base drop rate of 1 in 13,732 runs. Then on run 852, I found a unique ring. Can you guess what it is? Only a Naggle ring, and with only 20%. 27 runs later, on run 879, I found a nice Necromancer item, Bone Flame. It rolled minimum on the resist with 20 out of 30, pretty low enhanced defense, but at least 3 on the skills. It has a base drop rate of 1 in 24,724 runs. Then on the very next run, I found another unique ring, but this time, it was only a Maynard. But on the run 927, I found a unique amulet. Can you guess correctly this time? It's High Lord's Wrath. This is the only amulet in the game that gives Deadly Strike, very good for Zeal Paladins and Amazons. It has a base drop chance of 1 in 86,779 runs. Then on run 969, I found something that I really did not expect to find. I found a pair of rare gloves giving 2 skills to bow and crossbows and 20 increased attack speed, with 2 resists, 17 cold and 27 lightning. I'm still learning this game's economy, and I know those are very good. I just don't know how good they are. If you can tell me in the comments how good they are and how much they are worth, I would really appreciate it. And then the extremely bittersweet drop of these runs happened on run 999. Not sure how to pronounce that, Eschuta Temper, but with only 1 to sorceress skills. Come on. After all my 1,000 runs of Mephisto and Pindleskin, I still really need a good sorceress weapon. So I was really excited when I saw this one drop. But yeah, 1 to sorceress skill is horrible. It has a base drop rate of 1 in 10,182 runs. And that's it. This is pretty much all I had in 1,000 runs. I got a lot of other junk here and there, but these loots are the highlights. So in the end, do I think it is worth farming Pindleskin? No, I don't think so. Mephisto takes a little bit more time, but the loots are a lot better and a lot more constant because he can drop up to 6 items, while Pindleskin will always drop only 2. I'm not sure if I was just extremely unlucky with these runs, so if you found anything great on Pindleskin, please let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching, and please subscribe if you want to see more Diablo 2 content. Have a good day and happy grinding.